And with that, it's finally time. It's finally time, everybody. It's time to
Is
rip.
it time for me to leave?
Well, I mean,
Yes,
if you want to,
unfortunately. By the way, Cole, how did you like the lighting crimes?
if you want to
Oh, I haven't
leave,
seen it.
we would like you to stay. But if you want to leave, I'm not going to stop
I mean,
you.
if we're going to talk about spoilers, I haven't seen it all yet.
Good point. Then yeah, you might have to leave for a moment until you finish it up and then come back.
Okay, I'll be back.
All right. But yes, for those of you who wonder what that was all about,
Eat.
that was a yeet. That was what that was about. It was about yeeting. And also apparently I really should have had this up on Derpy Boru and ready to go, but I was dumb. Let's try this.
Second, what has preparation ever been anything other than secondary to us?
Actually, I'm finding it more interesting how many of these older Discord images I keep seeing pop up now. People are running away with this. It's amazing. I think the reason that I think the reason that they're not being spoiled as much as the episodes is just because comics are are semi considered non canon in some ways.
Well, all
But
the
I'm not
It's soft canon until the showrunners acknowledge it is, or something like that.
acknowledge it or disprove it outright. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not going to delve into it though. We're not going to delve into it. That's not the topic here.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. All right, I think this is it. Yep. Yeah. Oh no! Wait, that was from the game. Actually, yeah, I can see that. The hair's longer. Oh, make your mark. Spoiler. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and talk about My Little Pony. Make your mark. And at this point, 100% spoilers if you have not seen it. However, this is also the ripping off of the spoiler tag. Make Your Mark is now free to talk about, including the horrible things we have seen. Okay, I'm just going to have to... I've really got to change these filters out at some point. So, Make Your Mark. Fun little episode. Fun little special. Starting off with Zip basically breaking into her own family's castle to steal a microphone.
Metal
When
Gear.
you need the right audio
Gear,
equipment, you need the right audio equipment.
Metal Gear Pony right off the bat.
Especially if it's lucky audio equipment.
Oh yeah, she calls it her lucky microphone.
Yep. So, yes, it is the lucky microphone. And what is it about? Well, it looks like Pip is using her platform to promote something good. So, she's actually doing the good influencer thing. And she lets Sunny promote Maritime Bay Day. A day to celebrate Maritime Bay for that day. Over in Maritime Bay. Did we mention it's on a day?
Day?
It's a day. But yes, she's talking about the food, the festive. There's going to be lots of fun. It's a big old fair from here to there. Everywhere, the fair. Of course, then shenanigans occur because, oh no, what happens?
The Pomeranian steals her phone.
Was it a Pomeranian?
Yeah. It's the little dog that follows Hitch.
Alright. Now, I do apologize. I am literally trying to comb through these images as quickly as I can, but they are a scattered mess, and I am surprised somebody did not organize these. And I also have to be really careful. You know what? We're just going to go with it as best we can. So, yeah, Pomeranian steals the phone. Of course, Pip is beside herself. I mean, look at that face. Even though she has the phone in that image. Look at that face. She's beside herself. She's inconsolable. So, yes, the phone is stolen away. They end up eventually going after it. However, in the process, as Izzy manages to catch the phone with her magic, they happen to piss off Miss Karen.
That's
Posey.
No, that's Karen in training.
Yeah. But basically Posey, which honestly I thought Posey was just being really aggressive, though, considering how she's being treated in the specials lately. I'm honestly wondering if she just got abused so much that now she's just really angry at everybody.
Also, she might be a little jelly that Earth ponies are left short holding the short stick when it comes to magic.
Yeah, not like 4 different generations haven't exactly poked at that. No, she has to be the one that has to say, no, I think it's a problem. And then when I think it's a problem, that's when something needs to... Oh my gosh. I'm trying not to make the horrible joke. Alright.
Someone told me what Posey was really like in Generation 2, and yeah, I could see why they didn't like this version of Posey that much.
Generation 1, really.
Again, how abused has this pony been?
Anyway, so they brush it
Also,
off.
we have to also think of it in the context if from someone who hasn't watched the specials as well. I mean, the YouTube series, I mean.
Yeah. Anyway, getting back on track here. So they brush it off. They're just like, oh, she's just cranky. When we actually start the celebrations and everything, you know, she'll get better. However, they notice that the big problem was that things are acting up. Some ponies are kind of slightly falling through the sky. Sometimes magic gets a little futzy. They think, oh, it's just because we haven't had it in several hundred years. You know, maybe things are getting overdone a little bit, or maybe we're goofing it up, which is a reasonable response. However, unfortunately, Toothpaste Head decides, no, that can't be it. However, she also gets a call from her mother saying, no, I need you to be queen now. You see, I'm in my 30s. I need to retire now so I can enjoy the rest of my youth before you gotta take the throne before any.
I'm in her 40s, pushing 50s at this point.
Okay. She's 40s, pushing 50s, but I'm in my 40s. I gotta enjoy my youth before I become old and wrinkly. Do you know how many stallions out there I want to go at? But I can't do it if I have to stay on the throne. The news hounds will have my head. Okay, and I'm sure everybody who's watching this has exactly this expression about me now. I don't care. I think it's funny.
Pretty much anyone I don't want to talk to on the phone.
Yeah. But yeah, of course, that's where we get the little side plot where Zip is feeling the quote-unquote pressures of having to do princess training in order to become basically the next queen. Which, you know, I'll give them credit. They're actually, you know, they do have a sense of responsibility in that she is going to have to eventually take over the crown. Though I also do find it funny.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
They even acknowledge why Zip asks, why can't Pip? And your brother's like, no, we know Pip won't be a good shoo-in. Like, she live streams everything.
Actually, I did like that. She's being it's like,
no,
somebody's got to be here to watch Pip, honey.
I was just watching that with Cold say, watching over Pip, not trying to have her be the princess.
I know, I messed that up. I know.
Yeah, I just like that. But somebody's got to watch.
Get it out.
Somebody's got to watch over Pip. Darling, she live streams everything. She literally all of Equestria is watching over her because she won't put the phone down. Actually, I like that. That is hilarious.
Right now she's doing her nails.
Yeah, she's doing her nails, and wow, she's got 200.
I can see her expression of live streaming, giving birth, and her mother's like,
no, please, no. Okay, Zip is older than Pip. Zip is actually the older one. We have 100% every way confirmed that. That's also the reason why Pip is
I acknowledge
small.
I messed that up. It's been a while since I watched the special, and two, I just wanted to get my thought out there of why Pip wasn't considered as queen material.
Yeah. Well, that also, and Pip is also an influencer, which is probably making more money than we can ever imagine. She's basically the royal clown. Which is
practically set for life of all the money she's making.
She's an influencer with all of the Pegasi watching her.
She's a celebrity, which means she can't be a leader. Wow, that did not come out well. That came out right, but not the way I expected it. Don't make your superheroes leaders. Okay, moving on.
Does it feel dirty in the mouth?
A little bit. Anyway, so yeah, Zip gets away from that. Of course, everybody else is still preparing for Maritime Bay Day. Izzy is doing her unicycling. Apparently, she is finding little trinkets and things like that nobody is using, putting them together to basically reuse them, which 100%, if you are trying to be environmentally conscious, recycling helps, but actually reusing things and making more uses out of them is 100% the best way to go.
Isn't that what terracycling is?
No, it's reusing. Reusing is actually finding a better use of it. Recycling is taking the raw material, processing it back into its components, and then using that for other things. However, it's usually manufactured back into its component and then manufactured into something else. And honestly, that gets messy. That gets stupid
don't
messy.
steal someone's silverware and make this. Make sure it's silverware that's being thrown away or something.
Yeah, if it's
I have
I've
no
heard this-
confidence that this was not the silverware they were actively using in the lighthouse.
at least we hope it isn't.
I think the term you're looking for is upcycling.
Upcycling is another way to put it.
Yeah.
They had reusing when I was in grade school, so that's the term stuck in my head. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Let's make unicycling a thing.
The 3 R's.
Yeah.
The RUR.
All right. So anyway, as Zip is finishing up the phone call, she also sees a couple of Pegasi falling out of the sky. Unfortunately, the sky wasn't falling with them, so they didn't have to get Chicken Little to help with that. However, they did seem to look like something might be going on with the crystals. And of course, Zip is rightly concerned because she wanted to fly all of her life, and now she can. And if she loses that, it basically is denying the very thing she had. I mean, how there is an equivalent that is actually devastating, and I can easily put it to. I'm just trying to think of the best way to put it.
Guru not flying.
It's like it's like finding a DDR machine, the last DDR machine that you have.
You once had it, but now it's gone. Yeah, now I get it.
Yeah, it's something. No, not only that once had it. It's something you wanted for the longest time. You got it, and then PS5.
No.
A PS5. You wanted a PS5 for your entire life. You finally got it, and then it exploded. Wow, actually, the perfect
you
image.
wanted an Xbox. It took forever to get one. You finally got it within the first minute at Red Rings.
Yeah, just devastating. So devastating.
Probably Game Boy Advance breaking soon after getting it.
So anyway, Zip decides that maybe she should talk to the local constable, which is actually kind of a good common sense thing to do. Along with her own investigations, of course. So she goes over to Hitch. Hitch, however, is working on reading story time to his animals and then has to deal with a complaint where we find out that apparently things are so good in town. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm going to throw this image up here real fast because this is funny.
Swiggy!
Yeah, apparently...
Swiggy Junior!
Yeah. But yeah, apparently things are actually so awesome in town that they have to call the local sheriff because somebody accidentally dropped an umbrella onto a sandcastle while it was floating in the air, and they think it was done on purpose. Granted, yeah, if somebody was holding a rock over your sandcastle and then said whoops and drops it, yeah, I can understand that. But if something is literally floating in the middle of the air, maybe a little suspension of disbelief, guys. Just a little.
Well,
You're racist.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, she did not paint herself in a good light in all of this. Let's face it.
Actually, to be fair, some pony culture was racist. Like, that pony is stubborn as a mule. Oops, sorry. And he says, no offense.
None taken. But they did have that little colloquialisms, but they did apologize to the ones involved. So
yeah, they did.
It was more like a kind of
a bit better than this.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, Earth ponies are getting annoyed because unicorns are floating bags without a care, without watching where everybody's going. Pegasus are flying. How dare they? They have wings. Why can't they walk? And umbrellas are flying.
Got them wings.
Yeah, I know. In all honesty, a lot of it is nitpicking, and you can see it from a mile away what really is going on. But wow, the nitpicking is amazing.
Well, we can see it from a mile away, but they don't see it yet because they're just too busy with their own crowd.
Oh, I didn't see this. Apparently, they had a watch party essentials for this: blanket, snacks, friends, pump up the volume, and lots of glitter. I had none of that.
No glitter. It gets everywhere, and it's hard to get rid of.
No,
More
you got
glitter.
no. You gotta get the right kind of glitter. Get the edible glitter that's just made out of sugar.
It still gets everywhere.
But you can
That's how
eat
you
it.
get
But then
ants
you
and
get
wasps.
ants.
But at least it
And
is
wasps.
The ants will eventually get rid of it.
And they'll come back for more and take residence in your freaking house.
Why must you find a problem with everything I'm
Do you
trying
want
to...
ants? This is how you get ants.
Or you could do like I said in YouTube and just drink glitter and be like, it won't hurt me, it's non-toxic.
Alright, anyway, getting back on track here. So, yeah, they're basically everybody's doing everything possible to avoid problems. Like, somebody is upset at unicorns for playing with the flower garden. No worries, we'll take it. Well, we're sorry, we'll walk away now. Oh no, a unicorn dropped an umbrella. We're sorry, walk away now. Oh no, there's an egg on the beach. Oh well, we'll take responsibility for that apparently, because apparently Hitch cares more about eggs than about sandcastles.
It wasn't just walk away. It was walk away saying, I need to look something up on the books.
The thing.
Yeah.
And then he gets
Bylaws.
distracted by an egg and never looks it up.
May I offer you an egg?
He's trying times. Okay, I'm trying to find Hitch in the egg here. Okay, another stupid image here while I try to find Hitch in the egg. Like I said, they went nuts on this. It's so funny.
The artists had a lot of fun.
I'm surprised Kara #1 didn't join in on this.
No, Kara #1 learned her lesson because of her incel son.
Hopefully so, yes.
Okay, you know what? We're already going into spoiler territories here. Here's a picture of the egg, and of course the horror that's inside of it. We won't get.
Adorable! He's a papa.
So yeah, he finds the
Except when
egg.
you realize he already has the damn wings.
Well, we're gonna leave that one alone. Besides, there's probably a lot we can dissect in regards to all of this, but we're gonna leave that alone. Instead, he leaves the egg alone, and they decide instead to go make pizza.
He
Pizza.
leaves it to
He doesn't leave it
incubate.
alone. He
Actually-
leaves it with the little animals.
He leaves it with the animal, and he goes to make. But he's still making pizza. I did like that though. I like that they actually are making pizza and stuff. So they're.
Oh god, Pip's dead eyes.
Don't
I
worry
have a
about
crush on the sheriff.
Sheriff, do you want to eat my flour? It's got a special ingredient. This reminds me of an anime.
it. Oh, fun note about this scene when Izzy throws the pizza up. There's just sauce on it. When it lands on her head, there's also cheese.
Yeah, there's cheese on it all of a sudden. Yeah.
You want to make a bet because that's not the first pizza that hit the ceiling.
Well, here's the
Yeah.
other thing though. She could have magicked some cheese up there and then just let it float there for a bit.
Anywho, and getting back on track here, and I'm trying really hard to find. You know what? If anybody finds this animation, put it in pics for me, please, because I'm literally going through hundreds of pages of this, and I'm.
Alright, I'm on the case.
But yeah, you actually get to see a moment where they're mixing batter and stuff, and it actually has Sunny using a whisk with her mouth, which I think that's an awesome, fun touch there. Fun little touch. So anyway, so yeah, everything is going crazy. I've got the things out of order. I don't care. I'm gonna keep going. So and they receive a text from Pip here. Pip seeing eating an entire basket of muffins and wondering why she's gaining weight. I made the joke. I'm sticking by it.
A little
You gotta
fun
keep
lunch.
with their assets
Yeah.
small and round.
Oh yeah, she is small and round. It's perfect.
He's got to try a good man.
But yeah, they're saying that there's trouble, and they say the trouble is that we're all stressed out, we're getting angry and angsty. Well, Zip is just like, I'm scared that our magic is literally going to explode because things are freaking out. I mean, look at Sunny. She basically went full alicorn in her smoothie shop, and now it doesn't exist.
It just fell over.
it you can't live in it. It's tipped over. It's King of the Hill logic. You can't serve in a smoothie shop because it's tipped over.
It's gone.
It's
forever.
gone. It's gone forever because it tipped over. Okay, enough of the dumb joke. Where was I?
Okay, I found the Izzy with pizza on head.
Not what we're looking for, but thank you. Anyway, so finally, Pip is like, you know what? We're all stressed. We're going to go ahead and we're going to give my boutique business. So they all go to her boutique, literally. To
Her
go
hair salon.
for hair salon. Well, I'll call it a boutique. Well, yeah, I guess hair salon, but yeah. Doing the hair, doing the hooves, doing a sudden sing-along. Literally, Pip is just like, hey, listen to this awesome song that I'm going to come up with for the new Maritime Bay Anthem to be all wonderful and inclusive. And everybody starts dancing around and, wow, it's weird how strange this is, isn't it?
There is a moment where the mic stand just disappears and I don't know where it goes.
Oh, she launches that thing.
It does go off to the side. I thought it stayed
it's
on the stage, and then she's landing where it was a moment later.
He kicked it off the stage.
It's still there when she lands on the stage, and she kicks it off right before she starts dancing off the stage and moving forward. I actually watched that
scene slowly.
I had to watch that scene several times because I noticed the same thing. It's just like, I know that microphone is there. Honestly, I did kind of like some of the walking and animation stuff there. I don't know. Just something about it tickled my happy parts of my brain. The serotonin came out somehow. But yeah, this also had the best moment in the special where Zip basically is just like, we can't solve all of our problems with a song. Yeah.
That old meme.
Wow.
Like the people have been running away with this, and I'm loving it.
I did not catch that.
So people have been having so much fun with this.
It's framed so perfectly. I believe that the animators seen that wolf meme from like a year ago, and we need to put this in somehow.
It may have.
It has to happen.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I finally found it by luck. Yep, here we go. Here's Sunny with a whisk.
Whisk, 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 whisk.
Whiskey business.
At least it gives her jaws a lot of exercise.
It's a lot of neck exercise from
Yeah, a lot of neck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially if
that's
it's a
true.
thick batter. You're gonna get some real neck muscles for a thick batter.
You'll make some man happy one day.
Oh, I was trying so hard.
Moving right along.
We were along. Here's Sunny grabbing a pizza with her teeth. All right. So Zip finally says, I'm scared about the crystal. I'm scared about us losing our flight because, I don't want to be a dodo. I don't want to be a flightless bird. That means I won't be able to fly away from home again. I will literally be stuck being queen, and there's no way I can get away from that.
Oh, and by the way, second, I do have all the animated screen grabs for this, so I can help if need be.
All right, well, I'm getting back on track here. So, during one point of the special, we get to see the magic of the crystals go wonky in a different direction when everybody's having fun, and vines sprout all over the place. Foreshadowing. However, we don't get much of it because it goes away as soon as Zip tries to show what's going on. Then later in the special, she sees that the magic futzes out.
That happened before the makeover. They go back up after the makeover.
Yeah, no, I'm completely screwing up the timeline. I really should have watched the special again.
Yeah,
before
even
this.
Circuit did say these were going to be out of timeline.
Yeah, the images are out of timeline. I'm out of timeline. There is no timeline here. We're just figuring. We're guessing here at this point. So I hope we can deal with
Time
it.
is directional. Who
time-
knows what direction it is?
So Zip is saying that something's going on with the crystals, and she realizes when people are getting upset, that's when things start to go wrong. So she goes upstairs and she does the most. She takes everybody with her, in a good way, and she does the most terrible thing imaginable. She confesses to Pip that she's the one that kept eating all of the chocolates, and that karaoke is terrible.
You do not insult my karaoke.
And it pissed both of them off so much that they turned into 2D animated characters.
Oh,
That's how mad they got. They got so mad they turned 2D.
Oh, jeez.
And of course, because of that, they got to see that not only are the crystals reacting to the fact that if friendship gets too out of the way, the magic starts to disappear. It is actually causing the crystals to fracture. Apparently, reuniting them may have actually kind of sealed an agreement where if things ever get too bad, they could literally see everything they've gained go up in literal diamond dust.
When I realized magic and now in this post-equestrian world of functions, I just thought we happy few.
I think a little bit different because we happy few.
Well, they're not on drugs, but they have to keep everything happy just to keep the society functioning.
Well,
I have emotions.
In this interaction, we get one of the fun lines of "Don't call me Huffy."
Don't call me.
Or, was it "Call me" or something along those lines?
Well, the point I'm trying to make is, what if we get a obstacle that is it a bad thing that we have to keep up appearances and be happy all the time instead of letting our emotions out and be angry at each other?
I'm thinking it too much, and that's coming from me.
Perhaps, but I'm just thinking this could be a hook for a future special or episode idea.
I think it's definitely a hook, or at least the Damocles sword hanging over them to try to keep things not kosher, but try not to let problems hang and trying to solve them. At the same time, though, I think we're literally seeing just we're just seeing the after effects of they reintroduced the races altogether. There's going to be some strife, especially since you basically two out of three have magic. That's obviously one side might be feeling jealous or angry or have frustrations with the fact that now they got to change their whole life around, and change is hard. It's usually for the better, but it's still hard as hell. And we're basically seeing the threads that have already snapped, and everything is literally just barely hanging.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those cases where we're seeing just right before the actual break of friendship again. But as long as
it's never easy, and it is hard to reconnect or get people used to a new norm as they opposed to the living as they were. Months or weeks or even days ago.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be a case where, you have two people yelling at each other because one of them got the last bag of flour and the crystals explode. It's not going to get to that
No,
part.
nothing that petty. But...
Yeah, no, that's what a lot of people were kind of making fun of. Just like, oh, it's going to take one person accidentally stepping on another person's sandcastle to cause magic to fade. It's like, no, it's not that. We were kind of dealing with the bare end of a really bad transition here. Anyway, getting back on track, they realize, we got to keep the friendship here, or everything is going to get lost, and that's not good. That's going to kind of suck because, not only can the races no longer be friends, we're going to lose all the magic, we're going to lose all the flying. The Earth Ponies are going to lose any argument they have about not being special, but I'm sure they don't care too much about that. So in any case, they say, okay, you know what? We're gonna get everybody together for Maritime Bay, and then unfortunately we have to deal with the Karen of Karens, just like, you know what? If you do Maritime Bay with anybody that isn't Earth Pony, or if any flying or magic or anything that isn't, I would demand tradition or damn you to hell. I won't come. And of course, just like every other Karen in the world, she comes anyway. She basically is it's an idle threat. But yes,
Twitter, take notes.
So anyway, they try to get Maritime Bay festivities going. Of course, they have a special unicorn ice cream that Earth Ponies don't like because it's not Earth Pony ice cream. They get upset because Pegasus wins the sandcastle competition because she can fly and make grander sandcastles. You know what? I'm actually going to give him a little credit on that one because,
how do you judge a contest when someone can...
How do you judge something like that? That's like trying to...
Here's something else. Would they be as upset if a unicorn did it and was not putting any effort into it, but just using magic.
Yes, they would have easily been upset, and I can kind of understand their position a little bit on this one because,
I'm guessing they couldn't have the budget for that, and it would dragged on for too long.
well, that and I think just having a Pegasus flying, they needed to bring the Pegasus in more there than just unicorns floating everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, they get complaining on the ice cream, they get complaining on the spoons as decorations, and then unfortunately the straw hits the fan. And
Well, before that, there's a hippie pony saying, "Waste not, want not."
Oh yeah, the hippie pony eats out of the trash, but you know, I'm not gonna judge him too much on that.
No,
Well, maybe I
just
will.
wanted to point that out.
Yeah. So yeah, and then the shit hits the fan, as it were, as Pip decides it's time to go out and sing the Maritime Bay Anthem, the new Maritime Bay Anthem, which unfortunately pisses them off. Like, we want the old stuff. We want everything back the way it was. You all suck. Everything sucks. How dare you try to introduce something new in our lives?
Her mother was even in the audience.
Yeah, that was sad and
I
dark
half
in a weird
expected her to like say, "Hey, that's my daughter. Shut the hell up."
way. I would have liked to see her throw hooves. That would have been funny. But apparently that was the straw that cracked the crystal's back. The crystal cracks wide, and a big void starts to swallow Maritime Bay. That one caught me way off guard there. That was kind of funny.
Hey, the void said, "Alright, if I can't have you on Reddit, I'm gonna have you in your world."
So, yep, the crystal cracks, and the magic suddenly vanishes. Pegasi can't fly, unicorns can't use magic, and now earth ponies are glued to the ground. Oh, the irony.
Wait, why are we doing this? We didn't do anything wrong.
As a giant void starts to swallow them whole. Of course, they all come together just like, you know what? No, we can't give up yet. Why? Because we need to show Karen why she's wrong and get her to apologize, or so help me, we'll throw her down the pit myself. So they get the unicorns Pegasi together to help free the earth ponies. Everybody starts to feel, oh yeah, they actually care about us instead of leaving us to the death of the giant hole that's swallowing Maritime Bay. Go figure. And yeah, they eventually start to pull everybody out, except Karen actually does get swallowed by the hole. Oh well. Then it swallows her up. We don't see her anymore. We all breathe a sigh of relief because it was basically like seeing a really angry version of Fluttershy that escaped from Generation 4. Prefer our happy Fluttershy with the long hair instead of the ponytail and really angry glances and everything. No. Actually, what happens is I start struggling forever to find anything which shows Sunny getting... Okay, I can't find anything. Fine. Sunny gets a little heads up from Izzy. She has a lamp. It's a remake of the lamp that her father gave her initially. Oh, there's one. And of course, unfortunately, Izzy loses it into the hole. So Sunny says, you know what? Without that lamp, life isn't worth living anymore. And she goes into the hole with it. Of course, apparently this is enough to trigger alicorn powers because you have to Hercules yourself in order to get alicorn powers.
Friendship is magic.
Friendship and self-sacrifice
is the wrong shape.
Friendship and self-sacrifice. I'm gonna actually I think there's a reason for that. They couldn't actually reconstruct the lantern, so they used parts of it to make a new one, essentially.
Yeah.
Actually, they kind of explained that a little bit.
Actually, the latest Tell Your Tale episode slightly delved into that.
So different that it doesn't feel like it is the same pieces.
Yeah, it feels like a weird MacGuffin. I'm not gonna lie there.
Actually, what I noticed in the recent Tell Your Tale, I don't want to spoil it, but I think once you guys see it or when we start to talk about it, when we get to that eventually, I think it'll have a correlation to that.
Still, even with that unicycling weirdness, it doesn't seem the right shape at all.
But it is a recreation or new lantern by Izzy.
We'll delve into that another point, but basically we'll call it Lantern 2.0 for the moment. Yeah, she dives in for Lantern 2.0. She manages to rescue Karen and a random Pegasus who will never have a name.
Windy.
I stand corrected. We rescue Wendy.
She says the name as they fall in.
I don't know. I didn't hear that. I was listening to the wind. It was windy.
Ah.
Ow. But yeah, she goes in there. She
need
rescues
someone in the house there to hit you over the head.
No, I'm free. I'm finally free of the head hits. Anyway, she frees him. She rescues him. Big ball of energy. Everybody is happy. And then the crystals are just like, you know what? You guys have learned. I finally feel like you've actually learned something here. I'm gonna reward you. And then big burst of magic. And then everything dies. Okay, yeah, no, everybody gets divine powers come out. So now Earth ponies can actually use magic, though technically they already could. It's just that now they actually have it cranked up to 11. Because literally
Also,
everything...
they can understand animals now.
No, some of them
No, that's
have
my hit.
certain powers.
Yeah, certain
But,
powers are
yeah.
relating to the Earth. Yeah, that's just
As
it.
they were going through the thing, they were not using their magic. It was expressing itself in a weird way, which was just holding them to the ground.
Yeah, it was. That's what I got from this incident as well.
Actually, I kind of got a little bit more of the Earth ponies' abilities getting cranked up to 11 from Generation 4. Because we got to see Earth ponies communing with nature. We got to see them actually growing things. And that was kind of their big thing. And also being pretty strong as well. I think when the magic left, they just didn't realize that they were also the growers and they weren't druids. They were the goddamn druids.
Yeah,
And now they are
Keepers
super
of the
druids.
land, yeah.
Yeah, the magic kind of in there, and since they've been away from it so long, it got cranked to hell. So now they're super druids. They can literally make a plant out of nowhere in seconds instead of just growing
Assuming
something.
every Earth pony has the same plant powers.
Well, not every pony. I mean, you get ones that grow, ones that show, and ones that hold. They all, I doubt Hitch isn't going to grow any plants, but he can talk to animals, except for apparently a very bald baby dragon.
We find out one of the animals' names, though.
Yeah, we did. We actually got a name finally.
Was it Kenneth?
Was it Kenneth? I think it was.
Mhm. Well,
I
also,
actually scroll down
we
to see.
We could probably ask
We
Gold
did
Dust. I
get
think
the
he's getting close to
crab.
the end there.
yeah, we did get the crab's name.
No.
I think it was MC Pinchy.
Mr. Pinchy or
No, we're calling him Mick Snips a lot. He snips a lot because he snips a lot.
Yes. he-
Anyway, moving on. Sorry, horrible joke aside. So, yep, and with that, we see everything wrapped up with a nice little bow. Oh, look, the Earth ponies have abilities, so now they can't complain. They lost their special Karen status, and now everybody is exactly the same with magic, but with different magic. So everybody's happy now because now everybody's got that little thing going on. Okay, but of course, right at the very end, very end, we see a dark figure in front of a glowing portal. She's like, oh, they have learned the magic, and you know what that means. It means I gotta come in and start making their lives suck.
I was thinking like when I saw her, like I say, Majesty.
A lot of people, there's a lot of thoughts in regards to that, but give me a quick second because I'm. She has a tag as anonymous like alicorn or something like that, but I'm trying to find one of both her and the hench pony, as it were.
I thought that I saw more than one hench pony.
No, just the one.
Just one in the shadow there.
Yep.
But it does raise the question of how many others are there.
Nope, just the two apparently, or at least as far as we know. But yeah, we get introduced to the villain of the series with that is a very weird close up. But yeah. But yeah, complete alicorn there. We don't know who she is. Some people have likened her to a comic book character. Some people think it's Twilight gone completely off the rails. I doubt that part.
No, I doubt that too. She's a shade darker purple than Twilight.
We're deliberately zooming in so close. What is the reflection in the eye that is going on.
I don't know. The eye thing seems completely unnecessary. It doesn't seem to
Maybe at one
reflect.
point it was sunny, but
The fact that it's going in so close means there has to be some hidden image in there.
perhaps.
If
but
there
it's
is,
not
I'm
quite visible though.
not sure if anybody's tried to disseminate it yet, and I don't think I don't know. Is Hasbro really that clever to do something like that? Maybe they are. You know, maybe they are.
Probably.
Oh, here's the thing. The audio from that is it's finally time to take back what is mine.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what if her eye pupil is looking out into the moon, like they're on the moon?
Yeah, that's it. Chaos Sakai had it. Radiant Hope from the Sombra story arc in the comics. Because
No,
she has a
very
has a
I've seen
very
Radiant
similar
Hope.
coloring.
She has similar coloring,
scheme,
but not
it would
Radiant
not
Hope.
make sense
Yeah.
given how that character ended up.
But at the same time,
Exactly.
I think it's just somebody completely different who just really who either was waiting for magic to come back or just screwed things up and somehow kept living. Because we're also talking, you know, I don't know. We'll find out the series. Right now, it's literally really mass speculation. All we have are two things. One, she has a subordinate, which is apparently a unicorn, has been there for a while and very frizzy. And two, she's an alicorn. And three, she has a curved horn.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, some people would complain that the unicorn has what would some people call feminist hair.
I'm not. What? No.
No, you're not bringing that into this.
No, I mean no. Nobody is saying that. I have not heard that, and that is the.
Neither have I.
Yeah, no. Just how they chose to style their hair.
Yeah, it just looks frizzy, stupid over frizzy. That's all it looks like.
Frizzy flowing to the one side.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna get moved on here. Yeah. The unicorn is 100% somebody from Bridalwood, or might have been from Bridalwood at one point, but you know who she actually is, we don't know. I honestly want to know more about the unicorn because I feel like, yeah, there's something curious about that. But that is neither here nor there. In the meantime, what we do have is this. This is the Make Your Mark special, and what it has entailed. So. That was a really bad storytelling of it. I apologize. I tried my best. I really should have planned ahead, but who knows? Maybe people like me being completely random about this. I don't know.
I have thoughts and hopes for what these two are going to end up, how their roles are going to portray further on, but we'll see how that works.
Well, with thoughts and hopes, let's go ahead and start off with the best way to start this. The pros. The things we liked, the good stuff. What did we like about this special?
Oh, it reintroduced dragons into the world.
Zip is best investigator.
Yeah, she
Super
becomes a
sneaky.
magic detective.
You just have to be maximum sneaky, and you can investigate.
I liked Mouth Whisk. Mouth Whisk. All right. Let's see. Anybody else want to contribute? Chat room, you are also more than like the story character. Zip is best. I think the story was serviceable. I don't think it was the greatest story to open up, but at the same time, Friendship is Magic didn't exactly have a great opening story either.
No, but
but it was serviceable. It worked. It gave
it worked, but
Yeah.
it's not like my favorite. If I had to say anything, I think I liked the movie story plot a bit better than this one.
Oh well, yeah. No, the movie has a better story, 100%. I'm just talking about the story in this one in general and what it was supposed
I know,
to do.
just comparing them.
Yeah. And I do like how they introduced the villain, where they actually do. I'm hoping it doesn't end up like a lot of these series villains, where it's just like some character in the background. They throw an evil scheme for that episode, it gets conquered, and then off to the next one. You know, I hope there's an actual storyline plot instead of just the plot of the day kind of thing going on.
Yeah, that would be a wasted opportunity.
Well,
They have
not only
a lot
that,
more writing on this generation not to screw anything up.
well, it's not just a wasted opportunity for me. It just feels like an exhausted trope. It's literally so exhausted.
It would be a wasted opportunity for some people because need I remind you? So they are connecting this to Generation 4, the generation directly that came before it.
They are,
And
yeah.
some people take that to heart more than others.
They are connecting it, but I think they're also just alluding to it. I don't think we're going to see too much in the way of Generation 4 ties outside of the comics at this point.
Well, that's kind of a good thing because it allows them to play loose with the time we don't know, and that's always better than having to know everything.
Well, I mean, it's good, but it's not to play loose. It's just to cut, just so they don't have to be tied down with what happened in Generation 4.
True, but some people get stuck on some inconsistencies, like the baby dragon already having wings when he hatched.
Okay, yeah, that one we're also dealing with Earth ponies that have hyped up magic. We got the 3 generations separated for God knows how long. I think we're dealing with a dragon evolution that's happened several thousand years. I think they just started evolving wings because they couldn't handle they were able to start getting wings in the egg rather than having to wait until they reached dragon puberty.
But another thought did cross my mind when I saw him pop out with wings. What if that was a baby conception between a dragon and a pony?
God help us all. I don't know. Maybe it could be, or maybe it isn't even a dragon at all. Maybe it's some sort of weird wyvern. Yeah, we're still talking about the movie. We just barely finished a damn synopsis. Sorry, it was a long synopsis, and I'm getting side-railed a lot.
Also, we are now talking about how more mythical creatures could be reintroduced.
Okay, anyway, another pro here. Kind of a pro-con situation here. I say situation for a reason. Pro, the animation wasn't terrible. But that also, the con is the animation isn't great either. It works.
It is possible.
If we didn't have the movie before it.
The movie definitely spoiled us, but I get why.
That's because they put more money into it.
Yeah, they could dump so much more money and time, and I get that.
If we didn't have the movie before, we wouldn't notice most of what we're noticing. Yeah, there's a few scenes that we would definitely notice, but it's a minimal amount.
Yeah.
It's like less than 1% that we would be complaining about.
And to be honest,
some of them are nitpicks at this point.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting past the animations, and really people a little griping, but nobody is just like calling full stop. This is the worst thing ever because of the animation alone. So,
and there were animation errors in Generation 4.
Oh,
you can see
in the beginning,
a storyboard in a scene.
Derpy is an animation error. Let's face it, Derpy started off as an animation error.
Yeah, animation errors and lack of animation is not an indicator of a bad series. It's just people getting their foot in the door.
It's an indicator that people worked on it. So here, let's go. Okay, anybody have any good things about the special?
Not every series has a spotless beginning with their animation or other areas. Sometimes we do.
Everything gets better over time.
They'll get better, and yeah, the other actually no. We'll get to that on the downside, but another upside, up. So, any other good things about that we could throw out on pizza? Ponies have baked pizza. That's awesome. I like that.
We got a lot of dish names, and I'm interested to see how the fandom is going to make a little cookbook of them.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah. When did the lighthouse get rebuilt? Actually, that was done in Tell Your Tale, oddly enough. We got to see the hints of the beginnings of the lighthouse being rebuilt in the first episode of Tell Your Tale.
And that's also when the other girls moved into the lighthouse.
Yep. So, yeah, this literally jumped. This actually special goes right in the middle between Make Your Mark and, in the Tell Your Tale series, which I love that. Actually, pro right there. They actually tied this into the YouTube animated series as well. They did not. It's not completely separate from it. It actually does have tie-ins, which is. Yeah, I love that.
The Tell Your Tale that came out the same week as it is supposed to be after.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we also get hints of in the Tell Your Tale. We also get hints of things that happen in the special that this recent Tell Your Tale. Though, again, I get that there are
the one I was
complaints.
talking about, but yet I
Yeah.
try not to spoil anything.
Yeah, so we'll get to that at a later date. But we want to know who the villain is too. Oh wow! I just realized I Mike Wazowski the unicorn. Let me move Twilight there.
You're just showing a hair.
Yeah, you just see a little hair there.
Main style.
Oh god, I feel terrible. All right, I am really curious about the unicorn, but yeah. There was a lot of good, positive things here, and there's already fan art coming out of the evil alicorn here. Not as much of the background unicorn, but we don't really get too much of a glimpse of her outside of just this little corner shot, to be honest.
Yeah, the more
Do we know
focus
when
was
the next
upon
piece
her.
is supposed to come out?
September, I believe. There's also going to be a holiday special in November, I think.
Oh, Merry Wishmas.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm hoping, I want to hope for more villains, but I just hope that this isn't a flavor of the episode villain. I don't want Rita Repulsa. I don't want Cobra Commander. Give me someone that is a constant, uninterruptible threat like Zuko. Somebody that constantly hounds you get to see little victories here and there that eventually mount to a big problem near the end of the season. I would love that.
So, Starlight Glimmer.
Starlight Glimmer. Yes, Starlight Glimmer. Perfect example right there. Yeah, she
more prolonged.
a little more prolonged. You get the little hints here and there, and then you get to see the big master plan executed. I would love that. That's one thing I really want out of this.
Second, a Power Rangers thing you could have done was Lord Zed.
I did do Lord Zed, and he wasn't a constant threat. He was a villain of the month. A villain, an evil of the month.
Well, he was a constant threat until
he just took over
Until Power Rangers
Repulsa's job of pulling out a monster of the week and making it grow.
Essentially, yes.
Make my monster grow.
He also made his own team of
Not
Power
that
Rangers
way.
that we all collectively ignore.
Make my monster grow. No, the furry artists are gonna have a field day with that. Okay, moving on. I feel terrible now. I really do. All right. Anyway, we did the good stuff. Bad. The animation did need a little more work. I get that they didn't have the same budget, and I kind of can I say I'm actually just a nitpick annoyed. Izzy's hair. Why did they shorten her hair? I like the long hair Izzy.
Yeah, I like the longer hair Izzy. But I guess that is due to time as well.
It's a little shorter. It's actually about an inch or two shorter.
It's not a big difference, but it's a bit shorter.
Let's see. The music, I kind of wish there was a little more music in there, or at least outside of the opening intro song and Pip's little special song, which actually wasn't even all that long. What, a minute and a half?
I don't even remember the song. It wasn't that memorable.
Yeah, it wasn't all that great. Yeah. The voice work. Okay, voice work. Admittedly, the dubbing, the voice work needed help, but I'm going to also bet money that this is when the first time they actually started recording this. 3D animation still takes a lot of work, and I would easily bet that they did this first before they started to do the YouTube recordings, as well as even the video game recordings.
I would think this and the video game were kind of parallel projects.
They might have been. But I think that's why the voice acting might have felt a little stilted, and why the YouTube seemed to feels like it's getting better, because they started to get into the flow of it.
VAs were just getting used to these characters and how to put their spin on them.
Well,
if it was
also,
VAs from the movie, it might have been a different story.
Yeah.
It's also the difference between...
Of course, if it was a VA from the movies, that would have been a whole different budget, too.
Well, also, it's... this and the game will basically be running 4 laps around a track and then stopping and going home. The YouTube series is a marathon going from Boston to New York. Am I too fond the metaphor there?
I think you're on the wrong track of a metaphor.
Lost you.
I lost.
I'm lost, and I don't. We're just gonna ignore the metaphor. All opposed to the metaphor, say aye. Aye. It passes.
Aye.
It passes. Ignore the metaphor.
Moving on, another note of something that I find nitpicky that I don't like is the pacing was a bit weird, especially the pull to the to do the makeovers. That piece felt a little more shoving in there to do a little thing.
Yeah.
It could have done with a little 30 seconds more to just make it flow better.
I have a theory on that. Show off Pip's salon. We need to make more toys.
That's why I said corporate.
Buy all
Well,
our PlayStation
yes,
toys.
But the scene before, as they pull into that,
Yeah, the transition was kind of awkward.
There was a few awkward transitions, yeah. And let's see. One bad thing. Okay, not exactly bad, but kind of funny. There no Sprout at all. We have no idea what happened to Sprout.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
Except when I thought here's something funny. When I was watching the special with another group for a little while, I thought I saw something. I thought I saw the unicorn. I thought that I saw this unicorn in the ending in the corner there in this town at one point. So I went to double check the special and find the spot that I saw. I was wrong though. It was just the green-haired unicorn here. However, I noticed something else in that same shot, which completely.
I see him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's Sprout hiding in the background.
With a Pegasus
was
and
it
another
part of the
pony.
Tell Your Tale, or was it part of this where a scene in the sheriff's office, there's a wanted poster?
No.
Yeah.
It is in Tell Your Tale. It is literally in Tell Your Tale, and it's only there for a split
Yeah,
second.
I brought that up at one point.
You can actually see it right now. You can 100% see it right now if you want to see what I saw. I think I might have actually found the Sprout nobody noticed. Nobody cares about Phyllis. We already had our Karen.
We had a secondary Karen.
Yeah. I don't know. Sprout might still be on the run. Maybe this isn't Sprout at all, but it looks very, very similar to Sprout. It looks so similar.
If he was still against unicorns and Pegasus, why would there be a Pegasus alongside him? Those are definitely wings.
Well, he might have mellowed out a bit. He might have mellowed out a bit after literally knocking down a lighthouse and having his Gundam being destroyed.
But the thing is, why is he not in the jail cell if he's
We don't know.
We don't even know if he was actually convicted of any crimes. Technically, all he did was knock over a building, which got rebuilt. So,
well, he tried to turn the town into a zombie army, though.
He tried to, yes, but yeah, that's a funny thing about war crimes. Sometimes you don't get unless you actually do something, you don't get convicted. It's kind of weird. Because the only thing he conspired a hell of a lot, but the only thing he really did was knock over a building.
There's another theory on my mind. What if he was already caught and did his time off screen?
That could have been it too. You know, maybe just spent time for the building and that was it. Like I said, I'll think about it. The only really, other than conspiracy, the only real crime he has is knocking over a building, and I will stand by that.
And assaulting ponies with Gak.
Okay, yeah, the Gak is assault there.
Well, also, here's another thing.
Sprout is in the video game. So yeah.
So, yeah,
anyhow,
it's one of those things of we will debate this until we get an answer.
Anyway, all right. Does anybody else have any other nitpicks, bad points, sad points, whatever the heck points on this? Anything else to add?
We're almost at showtime.
We're almost.
Is adorable.
Yes, Posey is.
All right. You know what?
I think Spock is better.
All right, everybody, give me one quick second here. I'm going to just do something real fast. So I'm going to surprise a couple of people here.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Hi, Coldust.
Hi, Circuit.
Hey,
So-
Circuit, we're currently criticizing the kitchen.
Well, we're just about to wrap up the literal discussion of the special here. We kind of went a little overboard, and I noticed that you might have at least had enough of a mouthful to, eyeful, to get your thoughts on the special altogether.
I found it enjoyable. It's fun. It's interesting. It's interesting seeing where they're going with it. I'm curious to see where it goes. Have you taken a look at Posey's house?
A couple of times, but not that much. I was more interested in the hidden sprout that I think I found.
Oh, are you saying that there's a root of sprout around?
Just a little bit, and I might be completely wrong. I literally spotted it completely by dumb luck because I thought it was a different unicorn in the same scene.
Oh.
I thought the unicorn was somebody else, and I saw it in the background. It looks like Sprout, so I think it might be him. Just a little bit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, just for a split second too. It's kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to go get back to the group here. Creature, did you want to add anything about the special that you thought?
I'll be honest. I am only watching what Cole is rubbing right now, so I haven't actually watched it.
You know, that's fair. Okay. All right.
Now, Circuit.
Yes.
Circuit. The kitchen. It's so big.
It is a big kitchen. I honestly, I would love a kitchen like that just to have, if I could have movable counter space.
You would not want a kitchen like that.
Yeah, I know, because, like, it's so big, it's too an inconvenient amount of big. It's like, okay, your prep space, like your normal counter and also where your sink is so far away from your stove.
Honestly, I'm half wishing you... I kind of half wish that you actually had a chance to look at the special a little bit more. You would have such a fun discussion with this. Actually, yeah, this is a hell of a weird kitchen there. Look at that. Hey, chat room, are you seeing this, guys? This is crazy.
Yeah, this is a crazy kitchen. Look at that. I will say you don't really notice it until you look at the wide shot, but like, yo. And now I'm kind of curious to look at how, through the generations, kitchen layouts compare from generation to generation. This is going to be my mission now. And also, I will rate each one of them on their inclusion of a toaster. Which, do you see a toaster here, Circuit?
I don't think I saw a toaster, no.
No.
Oh,
Do
no.
toasters still not exist? I don't know.
I thought we had a toaster in one of the Tell Your Tales.
I don't know. I have a mission now.
Hang on.
Anyway, I gotta bug out here. We gotta close up the show. It's actually we're running late now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
have a good one.
Yeah, thank you for your thoughts, Goldust.
Yes.
All right, we're back. Really quick. Yeah, ponies are big. Yeah, that might be a reason why big kitchen. I think it's still a little too big. Hope the Queen of the Changelings returns. She's my favorite villain. Honestly, she could return. She might not. I don't know. Technically, it could have been thousands of years. She might be dead. But you know, Queen of the Changelings. We'll see what happens with that. I kind of like her as is because I'm kind of worried if she did come back, it wouldn't be as fun as we had her. But we'll see what happens. G4 had toasters once in Discord's house, and that's the only time you ever saw a toaster in the entire show. Look it up.
No. No.
What?
There were no
The
toasters.
last cheese episode, there's a toaster in the back of all of the rejected gag things.
Right.
Toasters are gag gifts. They are not functional items.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, we're gonna. Yeah. So yeah, toasters are an enigma.
At least to be second, you have damned us all.
Toasters are like a can of beans to us. You open it, you get snakes.
I'm just gonna wrap this up a little bit here. A toaster's in the perfect pair. If you can find an image of that, bring it out. Seriously, if you find an image of a toaster in the perfect pair,
please.
Show it to us. Goldust will lose his mind. But for now, we're going to have to wrap this all up here. We went way too long. I mean, 100% long. I think we're going to have to actually skip the closing song. That's how crazy this is. But I'm happy. This is a great topic. We had so much fun talking about this special. I would not have spent this time any other way. This has been gloriously wonderful.
Yeah.
And best part is, I didn't do anything that the editor is going to have to flame me for. And I'm going to have to delete random videos online so I don't get exposed.
He'll still find a way to flame you.
He'll find a way to flame me, but it's not my fault.
They always find a way.
I'm serious though. I really gotta make better filters for Derpy Boru. I really do. But that's my problem. Let's go ahead and get things wrapped up here before people ask questions. Crazy Matt Captain, final thoughts for the show.
Wait, thoughts or just shoutouts?
Thoughts, shoutouts, whatever you got.
Fires, explosions, across the Venice, Dirty, all your own, I don't know, insanity. And on Wednesday, Winchester's finally home, so we should be doing a con wrap-up, maybe?
Oh, you didn't do that last week?
No, Winchester was helping Double R build a computer.
Syncry, I almost don't do filters on Derpy Boru for the show picks. It does enhance experience in ways I'd rather not explain. Don't podcast in non-filtered, kids. Sorry, DM21. Your thoughts?
Have a great week, and good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Okay, this is perfect. You know what? Thank you, Creature. If you can hear me, Creature, thank you. This is perfect. Hold on. We're going to switch up our title image here real fast. There we go. All right. Okay. Textalion! Toakoi!
Thanks for hanging out with us, everyone. Thanks to CNC and Commander for the mods on both here and on IRC. Shout out to the Twitch people, the W, Alien and Conglomerate, and a TV viewer, our trade friend Stormcloud, Oscar, Tim, Commander Root, DM, Drag Snake, Elysian, Madison, Moy, a Bog, Playmat 64, Snowy Motorcycle, Super 8, me, and our text relay, our IRC chat. And of course, Vaguely.
Did Vaguely Creepy just make a Peaches in a Can reference in chat?
Yes, he did.
Okay, I'm glad I got that. Suki.
Oh, there you are.
Yep. Yeah, go to sleep. Whatever.
All right. And with that, all right, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us for another episode of the Brony Show. Especially, it looks like we got a couple of people that are archive watchers that caught us live. Great time to catch us live when we're doing this crap. But thank you so much for joining us. Remember, Wednesday, as mentioned already by Crazy Matt Captain, but we'll mention it again, Winchester and his Wednesday crew will come on. It may be time to finally talk about Windy City, which they're going to have to do it soon because TrockCon's coming up in a month, and then that'll be my turn to spill the soap, as it were. Along with that, I'd like to remind everybody that on Sunday, Circuit's Gaming Room on my Let's Play channel, Circuit Main, we're going to be either doing Borderlands or something else. I guess we'll kind of have to see what happens with that. But remember, throughout the week, we will do other streams that will be on the Brony Show YouTube as well as my personal Twitch. So keep an eye on our Discord, keep an eye on those channels, make sure you have notifications set and you'll get notifications when I come on to play random games, whether it's Elden Ring, maybe I'll do PC Building Simulator, maybe I'll finally get a chance to try speed running the MLP game, whatever have you. And with that,
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and sub to this guy.
Please don't do that. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't get money by this. I'm just doing this for the fun. Anyway, then thank you to Cal Sakai, Clyde Draconiquist, Cool Dude, Fantastic Fred, Relay Surf, Techman, Vaguely Creepy, yay, Archivers. All in our IRC chat. Thank you to our IRC chat in general. And just to, I gotta get this image off.
And shout out to Sonic5421, who I know was in the IRC earlier, but I think ended up moving to the YouTube.
Yep. Sonic, shout out to Syncry, shout out to Sonic, shout out to
think
Is
there's
there
another
some
name, but I
base
don't
there?
recall who it was.
I-
And my thing is not scrolling back.
I'm trying to remember. I feel bad. I see Sonic. I see Mike Nized. Shout out to Mike Nized.
Mike is always good.
You know what? Shout out to all of our YouTubers. Shout out to all of our YouTubers. I love all of you. I wish I could name you individually. I really do. I'm trying to. But I still want to shout you out anyway because you guys are awesome. Shout out to all of our Twitchers. Shout out to our archive watchers when we upload the episodes on YouTube. Shout out to all of our live watchers, Twitch, YouTube, Vaughn. However you catch us, however you watch us, however you enjoy 2.5 hours of pony shenanigans that I've been trying desperately for the last 3 years to whittle back down to 2 and can't. Thank you so
impossible.
much. It's impossible. There's so much pony and it will not go down.
Do you want to go back to 3 hours?
No.
We can do that.
I mean, I can, but no, I do not want to do that. 2 hours should be more than enough, but it's not. I feel like Sunny in that image now. You know, I feel like that. That's how I feel. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I hope you all had fun. We will see you next week. We'll probably be playing that Little Pony game I mentioned during the news. Either way. If you haven't watched To Make Your Mark, watch it. If you haven't watched the Tell Your Tale series, watch it. It's actually all really fun. It's enjoyable. I'm sure you'll get some inspiration and get a little taste of the Brony community once again. And I hope you all have a good evening. Peace out.
Bye-bye.